What's going on, guys? I'm Nick Conti, and in this video, we're going to go over how to actually journal your trades. I had someone ask me how to do this on the last video. I realize most people don't really talk about how to do this, so we're going to break it down right now. So if you don't have a trading software like TradeZella, which I'm going to go over later in this video on how to use TradeZella, but for right here, this is what you want to write down for your notes. Now, this is for the winning trades. You always want to put your rationale for why you got into the trade. It doesn't have to be one specific thing. It can be, and honestly should be, at least 2 to 3 reasons for why you got into the trade. From a market's perspective, it was part of your game plan. Your strategy showed you the trade, on where to take an entry, so on and so forth. So right here, you took a trade at a key level. This is what you did right. So that's your rationale. What was the criteria met? And right here, what you did right on the trade. I always like to mark out what I did right on the trade because it reaffirms in my mind what I'm supposed to do when I'm trading. Whether it be having a proper game plan, following through my game plan, following the trend, trading with the trend, and executing my strategy from there. If my strategy shows that there's a setup forming on the charts. So right here, what I did right, took a trade at a key level, patiently waited for my entry, traded with the trend, and whatever other reasons you could relate this winning trade to your strategy, where your strategy showed you whether or not to take the trade. So right here, what you could have done better, there's almost always ways you could do something better. Sometimes there might not have been a way where if you bottom ticked it and then top ticked the move somehow for a long or vice versa for a short, then maybe you could say, like, I couldn't have done this any better. It was perfectly executed. But those rarely happen, right? So what could you have done better for this winning trade? You could have waited for further confirmations to be more certain on whether or not you should take the trade. Manage your risk better with your trailing stop. Say the trade was in profit and you stop moving your trailing stop. You only moved it a little bit into profit and then it reverses and hits that trailing stop when it was closer to your TP. You could assess how you could trail your stop better from there. Better entry or exit. Say you could have gotten a better entry, or you could have let the trade run a little longer to get a better exit. So that's for the winning trades. Now for the losing trades. The same principle applies for the winning trades, where you put your rationale, 2 to 3 reasons why you got into the trade based off your strategy and what your game plan was, and so on and so forth. Now, what did you miss on this trade? This is where you're going to put the mistakes you made. I used to say what mistakes I made, but I like to say now, what did I miss on this trade? Because it's not like I'm owning it. It's like, what were my mistakes, or what mistakes did I make? That's like you created it, like you made it happen, like you wanted it to happen. But when you say, like, what did you miss on this trade? You don't necessarily own it to where it's like you reaffirm in your mind that you keep doing it again. It's more like, all right, I know not to do these things, but I obviously missed something that led to me doing these things. You can put down whatever you want, but this is the important stuff. Did you chase your entry too far from a key level? Say you had a key level at, 19,100 on NQ, but you ended up taking the trade at 19,130 for a long on NQ. And that most likely ended up leading you to get stopped out, and then it ends up either going back in your favor or just continue downward. Was it a revenge trade? Did you take losses that you didn't want to take on the first 2 trades or your first trade, and then you were so pissed about it that you took another trade that had no strategy, no system behind it, and that led to you taking a loss on the trade? Over trading, where you're not prepared going into the trading day. Did you not have a game plan? You didn't know what you were doing. You kind of just woke up, started looking at the charts, saw something that looked kind of good, so you took that trade, and that obviously ended up getting you stopped out. And you just had a bad trading day from there. Did you not manage your risk, or did you not know when to get out of the trade for profit? That's also going to be super important because when you don't have an exit strategy, you kind of get whipsawed by price. You start feeling more emotional. You don't know what you're doing, and that usually leads to tilt as well. Another one I forgot to put down, did you break one of your rules? Whether it be on the tactical side or the system side of how you prepare to go into your trading day. That's going to be important to write down. And of course, relate any reasons to your strategy on the technical side. Did you do things that went against your strategy? Like, say for ICT guys, did you go for, if you trade inversion fair value gaps, did you go for a long right before the fair value got, did you go for a long right before the fair value gap got inversed? And if you did, then you write that down. And that usually is from chasing the trade or assuming that was going to work out in your favor. And that's where you got to do the deep, reflective work that makes you better as a trader. The reflection's really where you want to deep dive into why you're making these mistakes. Most of these points that I make for the winning trades and losing trades, they're all pretty surface level. But when you really do the reflecting and break down deeper on the psychological side, whether it be you're making these mistakes because you either hate yourself or you feel like a loser, so you kind of reaffirm that by doing the things that you know you shouldn't be doing to begin with. I know that was kind of long, but if you play that part back again, it'll make sense. Or are there things going on outside your life or in your personal life, whatever circumstances you're not happy about? Are those things kind of playing a factor in your mind that's messing up your trading performance? These are also very important things to take into consideration. These points that I made right here are mainly for a trade-by-trade basis. But that journaling for your psychology, that's where you just got to keep asking why this, why that, and break apart that from your trading. Or resolve those issues so that they don't carry over into your trading. I'm going to leave that to the bed right there. But now we're going to go back to an actual trading software called TradeZella. So for those of you that aren't familiar with TradeZella is a trading journaling platform that tracks all your trades, tracks your stats, and it does that by you importing a CSV, a spreadsheet of your trades that you get from your trading broker, you download it, upload it to this, and you put it into the software. I'm not going to go into a whole TradeZella video right now. I just want to show you how it works real quick. You import the trades. I'm not going to show you how it works. I'm mainly just going to show you the results. So I had this trade the other day. It was a nice consolidation breakout. It shows you like your entry, your exit. It's super cool. And down here you could take notes. So this was a winning trade. I wrote my rationale for it and what I could have done better. So for any trader that's looking to get better, I highly, 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 highly recommend getting TradeZella. It's $49 a month. I'm not an affiliate, so I don't have a code. I wish I did. I'll get one eventually. But yeah, this is all the stats from my 150K Tradify funded account. As you can see, I'm on day 9. I got one more day, and then I can request a payout on March 21st. So we're looking forward to that. Monday, I'm literally just going to take one trade with micros, and that's it. I already have the profit target set. I'm well over 4,600. So that's going to be a cool day. If you don't want to pay $49 a month for TradeZella, although I highly recommend you do, I do have a free backtesting journal that I made myself on Google Sheets. I found it from someone else, but I copied it, tailored it to how I like it. It gives you your stats, your R&R for each trade you put in. It shows you your winning days, your winning and losing stats for Monday to Friday with the chart, number of longs and shorts you took. This is blue because it's all shorts. I only put 2 shorts here. So I have this in my Discord. You'd click the link in the description down below. Click on that. You go to education. It's the channel's free backtesting journal. So this one would be for you guys, and this you could just use to copy your trade, whatever stock, future, put in all the stats and all that good stuff. So I hope you guys like this video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, because I've got plenty more videos like these coming out real soon. So stay tuned. Peace.